Good morning, everyone!
Hello, hello. Welcome to the show. You may be angry when you wake up, but we'll make sure that as the day goes on, you'll be feeling all right. Let's get you up to speed with some news that you could use right now. I'm Paolo del Rosario.
Rise and shine, beautiful people. I'm Anne Asis-Carilo. Thank God it's Friday, January 24. Let's kickstart this morning together with good vibes, great company, and unstoppable energy.
And happy Friday! I'm Monique Tuzon. Your mornings are mo fun with us, especially today, Friday. Join us in the next hour for stories and conversations that matter. We have a guest that is super special.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think we can say because they posted her.
Indeed a surprise. Abi Marquez is going to be joining us today.
Abi Marquez, who has been recrowned the Lumpia Queen
Yes.
because of her exploits impressing a certain chef Gordon Ramsay with her Beef Wellington Lumpia.
And it looked amazing. I wish she could have brought it. I asked her to actually bring some, but she didn't have time. So
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It looked amazing.
100%.
Yeah.
Again, it's for me. I love that little interaction that she had with Gordon.
So cute, right?
Especially that little pause he had in between. Him revealing his judgment of it. So fantastic. Cannot wait to hear more about it.
You know what? I love it that, because we had that pray over thing on the show, remember? She acknowledges that.
Yes.
Yeah. And then now she has this collab with Gordon Ramsay and she remembers that time when she guested here and actually manifested it on our show.
Well, kasi syempre, we didn't let her forget eh.
Yeah.
Kaya that's the only reason why she remembered siguro. Kasi we kept on tagging her. Uy, naalala mo, nagsimula yan dito.
Like, don't forget us, please.
But diba, we were talking about it in the makeup room earlier and she said, she needed to be here again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, of course, great to have her back and we can't wait to talk about that. But of course, we got to go into some serious business first by looking at the weather. The country remains storm-free, but we can expect some rains for today. Pag-asa says the northeast monsoon or hanging amihan is affecting the northern Luzon and central Luzon. Baguio will enjoy cool conditions for today with temperatures ranging from 14 to 20 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile, the easterlies is affecting the rest of the country, bringing isolated rains and thunderstorms to places such as Caraga and Metro Manila. Today's sunset is at 5:51 p.m. Tune into Weather HQ later on at 9 a.m. only here on BNC, the Bilyonaryo News Channel, for updates whatever the weather.
The Commission on Elections gives a fair warning to nuisance candidates hampering elections operations. 6 million printed ballots are discarded due to declared nuisance candidates who filed a TRO at the Supreme Court. Data shows COMELEC declared more nuisance candidates this year compared to last elections. From 108 in 2022, the number grew to 176 senatorial aspirants. While in the presidential aspirants, it went up from 82 to 97.
Pag-isipan na po sana natin kasi hindi naman po sa akin palagi magba-violate siya ng constitutional right of the freedom of expression and at the same time yung equal opportunity for public service. Paano kung yung isa paulit-ulit na lang nagpapile ng candidacy at pagkatapos paulit-ulit na nagpapabayad sa isang kandidato na naaapektuhan ng kanyang pagtakbo? O kaya naman kaya siya tumatakbo dahil pinatakbo siya para lang magulo yung mismong kandidato na kapangalan niya. Hindi po ba bad faith yun and therefore yan ay dapat actionable, dapat yan may criminal liability.
17 Filipino seafarers held hostage by Houthi rebels freed after 14 months in captivity. They were released as part of the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. Houthi rebels seized the MV Galaxy leader back in November 2023 in response to what they called Israel's massacre of Palestinians. The Foreign Affairs Department says the Filipino seafarers will be back in the country Thursday night. President Bongbong Marcos, meanwhile, thanked the Sultan of Oman for the mediation efforts of the country. He also commended Philippine government agencies for working tirelessly with their foreign counterparts in securing their release.
New U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio affirms America's ironclad commitment to the Philippines under the Mutual Defense Treaty. Rubio made the remark in a phone call with Foreign Affairs Secretary Enrique Manalo The U.S. State Department says Rubio discussed China's dangerous and destabilizing actions in the South China Sea. He stressed Beijing's behavior undermines regional peace and stability and is inconsistent with international law. As for Secretary Manalo, he says he discussed the importance of Manila's alliance with Washington with Rubio in terms of security, economy, and people-to-people ties.
U.S. President Donald Trump redesignates Yemen Houthis group as terrorists. This move will impose harsher economic penalties than the Biden administration had applied to the Iran-aligned group. The White House explains Houthis' activities threaten security in America, safety of its regional partners, and the global maritime trade. Former U.S. President Joe Biden removed their terrorist designation in 2021 due to humanitarian concerns.
U.S. President Trump sits down with Fox News days after he was sworn in for a second non-consecutive term. He criticized the federal government's emergency response agency, accusing it of complicating disaster relief efforts. Trump also defended his decision to pardon over 1,000 January 6 rioters on his first day back at the White House.
A number of reasons. Number one, they were in there for 3.5 years, a long time.
Right.
And in many solitary confinement, treated like nobody's ever been treated so badly. They were treated like the worst criminals in history. And you know what they were there for? They were protesting the vote because they knew the election was rigged and they were protesting the vote. And that you should be allowed to protest a vote. You should be allowed to.
In the meantime, China urging Philippines to protect the rights of Chinese nationals in the country. That's after the arrest of a suspected Chinese sleeper spy who allegedly spied on military bases like EDCA sites. The Chinese Foreign Ministry says they've told their nationals to adhere to the law. They also ask Philippine authorities to stop shadow chasing and peddling that they're actual Chinese spies.
Over in sports, the women's final at the Australian Open is all set. 19th seed Madison Keys from the U.S. stunned a Polish second seed Iga Świątek in the semifinals at Melbourne Park 5-6, 7-1, and 7-6. Keys arranges a showdown against reigning back-to-back women's champ Aryna Sabalenka. The championship match is scheduled for Saturday, January 25th.
TV host Mark Nelson breaks his silence over his involvement in the issue between Bilyonaryo Victor Consunji and his estranged wife Maggie Wilson. Nelson was bashed by netizens after revealing he testified against Wilson in a custody hearing. He explains he was just concerned for Maggie and Victor's son as his godfather. Nelson says the 12-year-old child told him he felt uncomfortable with his mother's social media posts. Mark and Maggie were previously co-hosts in a travel TV show. The former beauty queen recently shared that the court denied Consunji's petition for a protection order, paving the way for her to communicate with her son again.
In entertainment news, Netflix Spanish-language musical Emilia Perez tops the list of movies nominated for Academy Awards with 13 nominations. That's followed by The Brutalist and Wicked, which picked up 10 nods each. Other Best Picture nominees are Anora, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, and The Substance. Adrian Brody is poised to get his second Best Actor trophy if he beats other nominees Timothée Chalamet, Ralph Fiennes, Sebastian Stan, and Colman Domingo. Meanwhile, Carla Sofia Gaskin makes history as the first openly trans nominee in the Best Actress category, which also includes Demi Moore, Mickey Madison, Cynthia Erivo, and Fernanda Torres. Nominations for the film industry's highest honors were postponed twice as some parts of LA grappled with wildfires. The Oscar ceremony will proceed on March 2 as a celebration of film and resilience of Los Angeles.
A 90s love team is set for a comeback this year. We take a look at the upcoming project of Marvin Agustin and Jolina Magdangal after the break. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back.
Hi, welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. More serious news at the moment. The Philippine economy could be affected by the Trump administration's policy on illegal migrants. Now, according to an economic watchdog, the peso could further slide against the dollar this year. Francis Falve reports.
The exchange rate could possibly fall to over 60 to a dollar due to the widening trade deficit and weakening foreign remittances to the country. According to Ibon Foundation Executive Director Sunny Africa, data from the accounting system on remittances shows that 50 to 55% or more than half of incoming remittances from abroad came from the United States.
Without any precision, walang duda, the biggest source of overseas remittances is the US.
This is why Trump's 2.0 crackdown on illegal migrants is expected to have a significant impact on the Philippine economy.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came.
Well, right now there are about, I think, 300, depending sa estimates, about 330 to 370,000 undocumented Filipinos in the US. So, if the first wave of undocumented Filipinos are sent back to the Philippines, whatever they would have been remitting, wala na yon.
The Philippine Embassy in the US had earlier warned undocumented Filipinos and urged them to return home before Trump's crackdown policy takes effect. While many Phil-Am support Trump's move, it also poses risks to some of them or their relatives.
Because the second wave is also cracking down making it harder even for legal migrants. Kaya nakatakot yung mga Pilipino na nagsasabi, we support that crackdown kasi naghirap kami to stay in the US, not knowing it's a slippery slope eh. Because if you're cracking down on migrants to protect American jobs, low-hanging fruit, undocumented. But kung yung logic na yan can actually extend to tighter visa requirements for Filipinos and other nationalities.
Because of this, foreign investments could decline unless the Philippines secures large foreign loans to offset the drop in remittances.
The Philippine government does not have the reserves to protect the peso. It will just get worse if, again, volatile yan, if the Trump administration takes economic policies that actually cause more global volatility. In general, there are much more reasons for the peso to fall below 60 pesos than reasons to believe it will strengthen.
Africa also added that the ongoing territorial dispute between the Philippines and China is affecting the economy. This impact is already being felt in the tourism industry, as seen in the decline in Chinese tourist arrivals in 2024, which was previously a key source of foreign exchange.
The Philippines should realize it is in a geopolitical sweet spot. Both the US and China actually have an interest in the Philippines. So we argue if the Philippines had a longer view of development in mind, it can actually use being in that sweet spot to get concessions for technology, investment, aid, trade, tourists from both the US and China.
Technically, the Philippines could use the situation to its advantage to facilitate an exchange of economic benefits among the Philippines, the United States, and China. The question is, what steps will the government take? Francis Polbe, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Health advocates and various groups are sounding the alarm over a proposal in the House of Representatives to suspend the annual tax hike on tobacco products, warning it could deal a major blow to public health efforts. They stress that one Filipino dies every 6 minutes due to smoking, making tobacco taxes a crucial tool in discouraging use. Agatha Gregorio has that story.
Some groups and senators were alarmed over the increase in smoking prevalence in the country these past few years. And so some health experts and advocacy groups recommend raising taxes.
Further increase in taxation of sin products that include standard tobacco products and electronic smoking devices. Effective taxation has been shown to effectively reduce tobacco use. Furthermore, we recommend to make taxes on electronic smoking devices unitary and increases to rates equal to tobacco products since electronic smoking devices is equally harmful as smoking tobacco products.
According to data from the DOST Food and Nutrition Research Institute, smoking status of adults 20 years old and up were on a downward trend from 2003 until 2021, but it went up to 23% in 2023 from 18% in 2021. Senator Win Gatchalian says among his recommendations is the increase of taxes on heated tobacco products and e-cigarettes. But over at the House of Representatives, a bill was filed to suspend the annual increase of 5% for taxes on tobacco and vapor products.
There are proposals from the lower house that use the data on illicit trade to justify actually calling for a decrease in the tax rates on cigarettes. We found that, in fact, if we decrease tobacco taxes, it will result in higher consumption of cigarettes as well as greater profit and greater revenue for the tobacco industry. But on the other side, in the next slide, we found that it will lose the government foregone revenue worth 27.5 billion pesos.
The Southeast Asia Tobacco Control Alliance cited numbers from the World Customs Organization. They say around 70% of the global illicit tobacco market is from companies themselves who sell products in the black market.
It would therefore not be a surprise if tobacco companies were driving illicit trade in the Philippines. Many of us still remember, as mentioned earlier, that in 2018, Mighty Corporation paid the government 30 billion pesos to settle its case of tax evasion.
On Bilyonaryo News Channel's On Point, Syntax Coalition convener Dr. Tony Dans said border controls and tracking would prevent smuggling, not a tax reduction.
Ang layo-layo ng price ng smuggled illicit cigarettes from the legal cigarettes. Even if you lower it and cancel the 5% increment every year, that's not enough.
Disparity.
Oh, hindi hihinto ang smuggling. If you want to stop smuggling, you control the border.
Dans also clarified the Syntax law is a health measure first and not a revenue generator, noting every year that more than 700 billion pesos is spent treating smoking-related illnesses, while government only earned over 130 billion in 2023. Dr. Dans also could not stress enough the danger House Bill 11297 poses to the public.
Every 6 minutes, one Filipino dies because of tobacco.
Is that so?
And they're going to increase that by lowering the tax and increasing the number of smokers.
Yes.
How long have we been talking, right?
Yeah.
If we talk for 30 minutes, 5 Filipinos have died in the short time that we talk because of tobacco.
Agatha Gregorio, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
It's not Squid Game without the iconic killer doll named Young Hee, but new surprises await the third season of the Netflix hit because the robotic doll gets a company this time around, a male robotic doll called Chalsu. Details are still yet to be revealed about the role of the new killer doll in the series. The third and final season of Squid Game is set for release this year.
Thing was the facial impression. I tried to make the nose, mouth, and cheekbones look cute, but at the same time, I wanted the eyes to have a certain madness and show the moving eyeballs to work as a killer doll. So I designed her eyes quite big.
How does this cute kid suddenly turn into a killing machine? I think the creation of the Squid Game world by adopting unpredictable concepts and methods resonated with young people looking for fresh things.
You know, that's so funny because I actually thought that the doll wasn't called Young Hee. I thought she was called Young Shi.
And then I got that one, and then they should have named the guy Young Hee.
Chulsu. Anyway.
That was a good one, Pao. You're so funny today.
Have you seen the alarm clock, Young Hee?
It's so scary.
There was a reel that showed an alarm clock, Young Hee.
I saw.
So the doll looks at you and then shoots something at you, so you wake up.
That's so
No,
scary.
it only shoots na kung gumagalaw ka.
No, this one is
like in Squid Game.
Ay, nako, Young Hee, Young Shi.
Of course, all joking aside, can't wait for the next season of Squid Games. For those who didn't catch this current season, please watch it.
I couldn't watch
Because
it.
we are going to spoil you sooner rather than later.
Not
Can't wait
me.
to talk more about it.
I couldn't watch it. I heard it's so brutal.
Yeah, it's Squid Games. It's
The
not.
first,
It's supposed
the
to
first
be
season,
like
I
that.
was literally like this the whole time. I couldn't do
so
it.
you don't like gruesome...
So
I
you
got
haven't seen it.
nervous. I saw the first season, yeah, but the
All right,
second one,
so-
Okay.
don't spoil it.
So from, of course, actual heart stopping, let's talk about heartbreak. Or not. Or actually, no, hearts coming together. Because in entertainment, the reunion of OPM icons Sarah Geronimo, Eric Santos, and Rachel Ann Go is making buzz online. Eric posted pictures of what he called a fun night to celebrate their 22 years of friendship. The crooner says their friendship is for life. Sarah, Eric, and Rachel Ann started out in the industry by topping their respective singing competitions. Rachel Ann has since pursued a career overseas in 2014 and became a part of the global hit musical Miss Saigon. And I can guarantee you, Rachel Ann Go, wherever she goes, whatever show she does in Broadway, she is a showstopper.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally wish I
Yeah.
could sing like her and Leia. They're both icons. When I saw
Yes.
Rachel Ann Go in Hamilton, I was lucky enough that she was the one. And oh my God, she blew me away.
You know,
she was amazing.
if you could sing like either of them, you wouldn't be here.
No, I still would be here.
Still be here,
I'd
pero
still be here
maybe
with you
from time to
guys.
time she'd take a leave when she
Hindi,
has...
mag-guesting lang siya dito.
But yeah, Rachel Ann Go is just amazing. I saw her naman in
Fantastic.
Les Miserables.
Oh, I love Les
She is so amazing.
Pero grabe,
All
no?
of them are. Sarah
22
and
years
Eric.
in friendship.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yes.
incredible.
But you know what? It's not only the singers who are reuniting. The comeback is real for one of the most popular love teams of the 90s. I love them. I'm talking about Jolina Magdangal and Marvin Agustin. The trailer for Marvin and Jolen's reunion movie has been released. The rom-com film XX Lovers is set in Malta, where they will be joined by Judy Ann Santos and Mylene Dizon. Marvin and Jolens were first paired on screen in 1996 for a teen series, and their most famous movie together was the 1998 classic Labs Kita, Okay Ka Lang? XX Lovers will hit cinemas February 12. You know that famous line from Labs Kita, Okay Ka Lang? I'm not sure if you're familiar
You're
with it,
asking
Pao.
the wrong
No,
person.
Pao, because it's such a 90s thing. Yung yes, kaibigan mo ko, kaibigan mo lang
Yeah,
ako.
but okay, I don't want to make people feel pero 8 years old ako nun eh.
Che.
So, medyo yung memory ko.
Sige na nga,
with
paano
regard
ko lang
to that.
nakakaalala?
If you were 8, I was 4.
But yeah, that was such a popular line. And every time it's like Valentine's Day, yung mga sawi, yun yung ginagamit
Yeah, no, but-
na line.
What is it again? Sample.
Yes, kaibigan mo ko. Kaibigan mo lang ako.
Ayan.
Kasi
If you guys want to get her for your upcoming teleseries.
She fell in love with her best friend kasi. That was the gist of the story. But I'm trying to get them to guest on the show. Marvin, Agustin, I've been messaging you. Can you please guest on our show?
Oh my God, has that
I'm
worked
still
for
waiting
you?
for a reply.
Has that worked
So
for you
that-
asking on the show?
Yeah, malay mo.
You have never gotten anything you wanted on the show.
Malay mo, Marvin is watching.
But of course, let us talk about someone who actually got what she wanted
Yes.
by being on this show. We'll never let her forget about that. Pasensya na. Award-winning food content creator Abi Marquez starts 2025 with a major win as she fulfills her dream collab with British culinary icon Gordon Ramsay. The Lumpia Queen is back on the show live. To talk about this core memory, stay tuned. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day. Abi Marquez's 2025 bingo card just hit the jackpot. She fulfills one of her dream goals, collaborating with the one and only Gordon Ramsay.
The award-winning food content creator puts a luxurious twist on her signature lumpia. Once so irresistible, the world-renowned chef gave it his sought-after thumbs up.
So, how did her Beef Wellington Lumpia become a Gordon Ramsay-approved dish? How did she feel? Was she nervous? Was her scream in her video real? Let's find out. Welcome back to It's a Beautiful Day, Abi Marquez.
My girl! Great having you! I am back! And effective ang pag-manifest. Yes!
Grabe yung play-over natin, Lord.
Yeah.
Of course, you said it here on this very show that you wanted to work. That was a dream collaboration with Chef Gordon Ramsay. You've worked with everyone who's anyone already. Unang-una, what was your initial reaction? Do you remember what you were doing when you saw that comment on your video? And of course, anong unang reaction mo?
Kakagising ko lang no. I was still asleep. That's why when people were replying to that comment of Gordon na, Ate Abi, gising na. Si Gordon na to. Tapos pagkagising ko, oh my God. I actually have a video of my reaction. I was like, wild, trying to contain myself, but actually no reason to. I was alone in my bedroom, just woke up, and I was like, good morning! Although 12 noon na noon. Ayan, nagising Abi si Gordon.
Ayan na!
Kakainis.
I love how your followers know your sleep schedule.
They know. Because I post at 3 a.m. Sometimes host a live at 11 p.m.
But after the initial excitement, which I'm sure set in after a while, I'm sure nerves also set in because you're like, oh my gosh, now I have to make a Beef Wellington Lumpia.
Yes.
How did you execute that and how long did it take you to come up with a recipe?
Yeah, I had to come up with I actually have been ideating. Ano ba? Ideating about it for a long time.
You're ready for this moment.
So I was ready for that moment. Pero iba yung when you're finally doing the test kitchen. So I have never ever in my life made Beef Wellington. But I know the concept or the theories about it. And I had the weekend to actually do the test kitchen. So after the excitement, it was all about focusing on nailing this recipe because wala na akong problema sa camera, sa lights, sa audio, someone else can handle that. But yung kakainin niya yung luto ko, that's my assignment and I only have one chance to do this properly. The nerves. Pero that's why I'm so happy. Nakakainis nga na nung tinikman niya, pinrank niya pa ako na hindi niya
we saw that, the pause. That was so funny.
And people are now talking about na hinablot ko siya or I tapped him and like, Guys, you don't understand. The unedited video of this, it took so long between I'm sorry, I don't like it, I love it. Sobrang haba. And everyone was feeling the tension in the room. Like,
you should totally upload the unedited.
I will. I will.
Kasi to be fair, he's a master at drama rin.
Yes, that's what I love about him also. No? Hindi lang cooking but like the hosting. So, idol ko siya sa ganun. Kaya super big deal na.
So yung seconds na gap na yun felt like what, years waiting for her?
I was already imagining the worst things like, so are we gonna just cancel the shoot? Like, do I have to think about another concept?
Okay, pack up na guys.
Pack up na, like, delete that. I was so, kaya, I mean,
you can kind of see it. You're like panicking a bit.
Yeah, but that was already cut.
Yung joy at the end, you were literally bouncing.
Yeah, kasi nga, pinrank niya ako. Nung niyakap niya pa ako, ginanon. Deserve niya yun.
Abby, you have a picture with Gordon also doing that idiot sandwich pose. What's the story behind that?
So we were taking the thumbnail photos. So thumbnail tayo, and then you're just doing different kinds of poses. And I was actually shy to ask.
But you wanted to do it.
Of course, I want him to do that.
Yes.
But I'm shy, and it was also like it was very strict. I was shy to ask about that. Pero by the end of the shoot, he went like this.
Oh,
and then I was like, yes, I want idiot sandwich, yes.
Oh my
never been so happy to be called an idiot.
Yes, that's such a great photo of you. Honestly,
Yeah.
that should be framed in your home.
I will frame it. I will.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you have to have it printed out. Dapat pagpasok sa bahay mo,
yes.
may malaking
Oh
malaking
yes.
portrait.
And aside from that, he also signed my chef's jacket.
Yeah.
And my book of him.
Oh my
Ang dami ko
gosh.
yung papa-frame.
After you
Grabe.
guys initially did the shoot, did he say anything else to you afterwards? Maybe
after
words of
nung shoot,
inspiration?
After nung shoot, they were very busy that day. So, wala kaming one-on-one or heart-to-heart. But when he was signing my book, binabola niya ako like, oh, maybe next time when I'm here, you could co-host Uncharted with me, mga ganon. Pero I don't think about that much. But ang tumatak sa akin is, after the shoot, he still ate my lumpia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he really liked it.
He really liked it.
So
He
that's
ate
a sign na gusto niya talaga.
Yeah, he ate like a whole half and then he ate one again. Then after the shoot, nung nagliligpit na ako, he was like, I'm sorry, can I have one again? It's really tasty.
Oh,
Sabi
wow.
niya.
So he really liked it.
Yeah, I really liked it. The review of him, that entire footage is so long. It was just like, it's very tasty. Talking to his executive chef.
Yeah.
It's really tasty. Tas ako,
So
isip ko,
genuine talaga. You
pinag-aaralan
can
niya.
feel it.
Oh my God, ganyan mo
Yeah,
talaga.
so yun yung
So lucky.
pinaka nag-confirm sa akin na nagustuhan niya talaga because he ate
Right,
multiple
not just for
pieces.
the shoot.
Yeah. And I guess hindi man kami nagkaroon ng heart-to-heart. My favorite thing about that day was we had this event at the theater. And it was totally unplanned. He was just talking about the role of the youth to push the boundaries of cuisine and make sure it evolves. And it was totally unplanned, but he called me to the stage.
Yeah.
And for him to just like even remember my name, I called up with Abi, and then she did this traditional lumpia wrapper, called me up on stage, and grabe yon, grabe yon. Iba na yung ibang usapan na yun for me na he agreed to work with me. But he did something that he didn't have to do.
Right.
And was totally out of the plan. But, you know.
It was so cute. I saw the video. You were caught so off guard. And he announced the collab. And you said, no, Gordon, that's a secret.
Yeah! Napagalitan ko pa nga siya. Abi Marquez, pinagalitan si Gordon Ramsay. Yeah. Kasi we shot our collaboration like 1 hour before the event. So, literally, my editor, I have an editor, contrary to what he said, now you should get an editor. I had my editor editing in a restaurant nearby. Pero hindi umabot dun sa event eh. And I need to polish my edits. I want to make sure it's my creative Kemerlu.
Yeah.
Ayan.
So kung ikaw pinagalitan no si Gordon Ramsay, si Ninong Raiden naman, binigyan niya ng diabetes. Si Gordon Ramsay, my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
But you know what, yesterday we guested Danica Lucero and she said that life-changing experience tong nangyari sa kanya, right? Being part of that halo-halo challenge. Is it the same thing for you, life-changing experience tong whole Gordon Ramsay thing?
Di ba tapos yung question, kinikilig na ako. Yes, super life-changing. You know what, I cannot believe I achieved this. Like, when was our last interview?
I think 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
It happened so quickly.
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah.
When we were manifesting, in my head, it was like the next 10 years. But grabe, 2 months. And talagang life-changing siya for me kasi number 1, okay, that was my ultimate dream. What do I dream about now? And number 2, it's...
Wala ka ng dreams na.
You know what?
Wala nang dreams.
People have been asking me, so what's your dream now? Knowing that this is your ultimate dream. I'm like, give me a break. I don't know.
Yan yung pray over natin.
You know what, guys? Ang lakas ng pray over natin. Like Abby said, she was thinking in like 10 years. It happened within 2 months.
To be fair, we're going to see how effective that is because we did a pray over yesterday. Para alam mo lang na
With
sana
Danica.
naman Danica could serve Justin Bieber.
Oh! Ito naman yung bagong yung cutie.
Oh,
Alam niyo ba
God.
yun? Yung Gordon Ramsay cutie.
Meron?
When people say cutie after
yeah, cutie.
that.
Parang si May
Yeah,
Mendoza.
yeah,
Arjo
exactly.
cutie.
Oh,
and
I
then she
didn't
got
know.
Arjo. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So this is the
actually.
new cutie show.
Uh-oh.
You have
Yes.
to guest here if you
Guest
want
here?
to get something in your
Express your
life.
wishes and then...
Well, to be fair, this show actually has a good record for beauty queens who come in. They biglang nananalo.
Or they place.
We had the Lumpia Queen here, biglang nanalo sa buhay.
Yes, exactly.
Diba? So there's just so much that could happen. Okay, so you've done your bucket list already of content creation. You talk about the biggest takeaway that you had from Chef Gordon Ramsay, the type of the inspiration. Na-mention mo na yung iba yung drama niya, yung storytelling niya. Is that the biggest thing that you're gonna try and build on?
Oh, yes, definitely. He's been an inspiration to me for like all my life, not just because of the cooking. I mean, for sure, cooking, before he was even a celebrity or he was on TV, he was already a master of his craft.
Yeah.
But definitely, ang pinaka na-appreciate ko about it is he is able to combine his skills with cooking and storytelling. Kasi as a content creator, that's very important.
Exactly.
And ayun, life-changing talaga siya. I feel like I will be motivated for like the next 5 to 10 years or something like that. But yeah, even until now, when I come back to those moments, parang tara, luto tayo. Ganun yung effect niya sa akin. Ganun yung effect niya sa akin. Yeah, it's really more than and it also is not just a personal validation on my end as a home cook na never nagluto ng Beef Wellington, but really I share this achievement and recognition with my community and the Filipino cuisine, right? That's aligned to my mission to put Filipino food forward and to share it with the global stage, and I think this is really a good step towards that.
Yeah, you touched on it a while ago, and I think we can't avoid it rin kasi there has been a lot of discussion of Filipino cuisine.
Yes.
I mean, like some positive, some negative, even coming from our own. And at the same time, rin, Chef Gordon also had his own comments na tawag niya, Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
It's waking up. I mean, where do you see Philippine cuisine? Based on, yung reactions overseas, because you have so much interaction with our cuisine. So where do you think are we?
I think I know what we're talking about here. It's the Chef JP's post.
Yeah.
At least for me, that's what I saw, no?
Yes, yes.
Gusto ko mag-comment doon, aligned. That's it.
Okay.
I agree with it, but I think it's also important to know the difference between validation and recognition.
Right.
I agree. We do not need validation from anyone else that our food is great.
Yes.
And it's also exactly why I am super proud to share my cuisine in my videos online. We do not need it, but that's why it's a collaboration. I really value that we collaborated, Chef Ramsay and I, because I don't need the validation, but it really helps that he recognized it. Kasi it's validation and recognition. Yeah. And I think the point of this post or this discussion is really just seeking the support, the same amount of support as when, for example, chefs like Gordon Ramsay or Anthony Bourdain, the same level of support that they receive, we should also give to
our cuisine.
To our cuisine,
Yes.
our local chefs,
Yes.
to Filipino restaurants abroad or in here, because they're right. It really isn't sustainable to just bank on, for example, Chef Ramsay saying Filipino food is good. It's not gonna be sustainable. We really need Filipinos to also support Filipino chefs, restaurants. Tigilan natin yung for example, food content creator, at least in my space, food content creator, mamaliitin na Filipino food lang yung alam niyang iluto lang.
Yes,
Guys,
yes,
when you
right,
present
right.
Filipino food to other countries, they're so impressed.
Yes.
Yes, of course,
because it
of course.
really is impressive the way we balance our flavors, our boldness in our cuisine. So I see it. I really agree. I agree. And yun lang. Support Filipino talent, support Filipino restaurants and Filipino chefs. That's true.
Abi
Absolutely.
Marquez for president.
Yes, well
Wow.
said, Abby.
Queen na siya.
Last lang.
She's social
Class
media queen.
president lang.
Class
Queen
president.
Abby.
Queen
Awesome.
Abby. Magalis na ng noise.
Okay, we'll continue our conversation in a bit. We have to take a quick time out. Our conversation with award-winning food content creator Abi Marquez continues after the break. Don't go away. It's a beautiful day. We'll be right back. You're still watching It's a Beautiful Day, and we are still chatting with award-winning food content creator Abi Marquez.
Hello.
Now, Abi, Gordon Ramsay held a mini MasterChef challenge, diba, with Halo Halo as the dish, and the four celebrities were there, celebrity chefs. We have Nika Lucero, who we guested yesterday. Ninong Rai was there, Bea Kwa, and Judy Ann Santos. Now, they were asked to pick a special ingredient na i-add dun sa Halo Halo. If you were part of that challenge, anong gagawin mo sa Halo Halo mo?
What would you do? Okay, I would say two things. Number one, I really like yung modern take on halo-halo na blended yung ice and the milk.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I really love it.
Same.
Yeah. Kasi mahilig ako sa yung pino na yellow. When I order smoothie, I always say double blend, please. Anyway, second one is element of crunch. Crunch is my favorite. So, hindi naman lumpia, but like pinipig or like cornflakes.
Or fry the lumpia wrapper in like cinnamon
dip it
sugar
in,
and then
and then-
crumble it on top of the
Yeah,
halo.
yeah. You can actually fry it.
Oh, chef
Yeah,
Mom.
caramelized sugar.
Yeah.
And then,
Nagulat ka?
I'm actually impressed.
He's so impressed. See?
Thank
God.
you.
Lahat kami na pa,
Tsaka di ba,
okay.
merong parang fried ice cream, yung binabalot yung ice cream and pina-fry.
Yeah.
And then maybe you can
Fried
find a way to make
halo-halo.
fried halo-halo. Nakalumpia
kaya
siya.
mo yan.
Kasi
Wait, don't
if
give it
you can
away.
fry-
Wait,
sige.
para mag-content si Abi.
Wait lang,
yes,
kasi-
wait lang.
I'll credit you. when
Yeah.
I do.
Sige, thank you.
So, so I'm trying, the reason why I've been looking at the script is because I'm trying to avoid the next thing. Because the next thing is that...
What's the next thing?
What's the next thing?
The next thing is that we're going to introduce the fact that si Nika Lucero, the winner of that Halo Halo challenge, used Camel's Compote on her as her special ingredient for her now award-winning Halo Halo. So for today, itong si Anne decided to have a challenge. Because we all know that the Kamyas has a certain...
Je ne sais quoi.
No, ano?
Je ne sais quoi.
Well, it has a certain taste profile that leaves a reaction.
Yes.
Typically.
Kaya ko ba to?
Mukhasim. Ang tawag doon, mukhasim.
Mukhasim.
Yeah.
Baka maging meme ako if I eat this.
I thought you were
Kasi katabi
ready.
mo si Abi.
Let's go, girl.
Remember when I was telling Mo about this yesterday? She said, I am so ready.
Because I don't think it's that. Let's see. I mean,
Okay,
how
all
awesome
right.
is
So,
it?
Anne, introduce the
Yes.
dish.
So
Introduce
this
the dish,
is-
the ingredient.
That's why we're all wearing green. We're all Kamyas
Yes.
green.
So, Chef, what I have here today is the kamyas from the Philippines and some rock salt on the side. So the challenge here is we will take a bite out of the kamyas and try not to make that mukhasim face.
It looks like jalapenos.
It's not.
Yeah, but it's not spicy.
It's not.
It's not.
not.
All right.
I'm
it's
telling you.
like
Si Abi
Anne,
muna.
have your first.
Okay,
Okay.
Queen first.
Queen
Abi first.
Abi.
Yeah.
Do we...
Is that how you do
Yeah,
it?
pwede you can
Yeah.
para
Para
ma-absorb
diretso
niya yung...
agad.
Yeah.
Okay, don't do the mukhasim
Ako muna.
face.
Oo.
Ikaw,
Oh my God.
special guest eh.
Pinapaprank ko lang to sa mga pinsan ko.
Ikaw na prank today.
Okay, let's see.
Direct pa zoom in, ha?
Ayan, naka-zoom in.
Oh, that's not bad. Oh. Sanay na eh. All right, Mo.
Mo, your turn.
Dapat ako last.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Oh, good.
You're holding.
Is there a difference with the light green and the dark green? Which
No,
one
it's all the
no
same.
different.
It's all the same.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, we have airtime to think about.
Ang daming asin.
Oh, Okay.
Wow.
Okay, she wants it!
That's perfect. All right.
Wait, this was. Wow, this half is. Oh my God, that half was good.
So all the concentration napunta dun sa other
That's good.
half. Okay.
No, actually, the both of them are.
Oh my God, snacking on it.
Okay, my
Oh my
turn,
God.
my turn. Let's see, let's do this.
Sarap
Kinakain ko to
actually,
ng
no?
bata.
Oh,
Sanay na ako
we're running out of time, so bilisan na natin to.
Actually, snack siya sa probinsya.
Oh really?
Namin.
Cameras. So take a look at that.
I love it.
It's so easy
It's
for her.
perfect.
It's not.
Wow. Masarap. I'm like. Dun, dun, dun.
It's actually good.
It's good.
Imagine it in a cocktail.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Actually.
Kamyas
Yeah.
ka.
Ang dami
My ni Paolo, wait lang.
Akala mo ba we're running out of time?
May luha na. Naluluha na siya.
It's ano mo, ng
Nangingilid
Wait lang,
ng luha
wala
niya.
akong narinig. Sorry, ano?
Paolo said we're running out of time and then he
All right.
literally took up all
Okay,
the time.
before we go, because we are running out of time, Abby, next dream, I know you don't have a dream yet. Let's make a dream for you.
Yes, actually.
Is there a restaurant in mind? Is there
Manifest
a
tayo ulit.
series in mind that you have that you
Mag-prayer
want to do?
circle tayo before
Is
you.
there what is the next venture for Abi Marquez?
Sa akin, siguro this year at least, or sige, maybe in the next 5 years, I really want to focus on learning more. Learning more, and that means actually experiencing working in the kitchen, like in a professional kitchen.
Right.
Or maybe joining a cooking competition.
Ah!
Oh my God,
Master
that's
Chef.
amazing.
Or like,
Master Chef.
siguro like traveling, like more traveling, but marami pa akong areas na hindi napupuntahan. I mean, the only country I've been to na out of Asia is US, but haven't been to Europe and everything.
What's on your list? Like, if you had to go to one country today, what would it
Today?
No, not today naman.
Kasi
Kasi if we pray over that, hindi
Ikaw pray
mangyayari.
today, alis na ako. Yung flight ko, andyan na. Today, I would say Italy just because nag-take ako Italian classes. Take ako Italian classes, so
Okay.
sayang.
Oh, sayang.
Magkano?
Italian. Diba?
Yeah.
Anyway, grazie, Abi. Thank you so much. You see that?
Grazie.
I can say thank you in Italian. But again, ladies and gentlemen, the one and the only Abi Marquez, the Lumpia Queen,
And the Kamyas Queen now.
making us all proud, and of course, we're happy. We're so happy. Kamyas Queen, baby.
Salamat po.
I want to see
Thank
more
you po.
kamyas actually on your content. So can you please add that to your vision board
Now
this
that
year?
we're having a difficult time finding the English.
Oo.
Wag na.
It's Kamyas.
Basta, we'll make it
Kamyas.
our own.
Kamyas.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us today, this Friday, January 24. Ako po si Paolo del Rosario. Thank you for joining us. Now, also, on behalf of our team, we want to greet our President, Sir Ray Marfil. A happy birthday. Ito, we have a cake for you.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Sir Ray! Thank you for the cake, even though you're not here this morning.
No. I think we got him the cake, so he should say thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
We love you, Sir Ray. We love you.
Yes,
so
you're the
much.
best.
You're the best. And I am Anne Asis-Carilo. Always a pleasure sharing our mornings with you. Wherever the weekend takes you, choose joy and spread kindness.
And I'm Monique Tuzon. Stay safe and have a great weekend ahead. And our fourth host, go!
And I'm Abi Marquez. Join us again on Monday at 7 a.m. only here on
It's a beautiful day!